Ready. Play.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone, where today we will be breaking down the rankings. After a Grand Slam, when the points come out, there's always movements. There's top seeds that fell early, and there's lower ranked players that make deep runs. It's always interesting to see how the shakeup goes. And today I'm going to be talking about it on both the ATP and the WTA side. So yeah, let us jump right into it. For starters, let's talk about the ATP top 10. The top 6 stays the same. Djokovic doesn't move from number 1 despite not defending his title. And shockingly, Jannik Sinner does not move at all from number 4, despite winning the tournament. It's got to be interesting to see at the beginning of the year, these guys fighting and trading places, because Alcaraz very nearly lost the number 2 spot if Daniil would have won the title. Someone who's back inside the top 10, though, is Taylor Fritz. He re-enters at number 9, and his win over Tsitsipas means Tsitsipas is on the cut line. He drops 3 places to number 10. The form not been great. It's going to be interesting to see if he can stay inside the top 10 this year, because since entering it in 2019, he has never left the top 10. He's definitely going to want to keep that form up and keep making deep runs in these tournaments to stay inside of it. Someone who's at a career high is Hubert Hurkacz, number 8. So congrats to him, quarterfinalist. Now the WTA top 10. Iga Świątek and Aryna Sabalenka stay 1 and 2. Aryna is defending points, so she doesn't really make any movements there. And Iga didn't lose out on that many points going out so early, so they stay the same. Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula do move up a spot each. Yes, Coco did make a run to the semifinals, but really they're moving up because Rybakina is moving down. Unable to defend her final points from last year, she drops 2 places to number 5. New to the top 10, we have Qinwen Zheng. She moves into our number 7 spot from our number 12 spot due to her making the final. So congrats to her. Welcome to the top. Her entering does mean, though, that Vondrousova, Sakari, and Mukova, they all bumped down 1 spot to 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now taking a look at the wider top 100, we definitely had players that made some deep runs, some new career highs. So let's talk about them. Let's talk about the ATP first. Obviously, I mentioned Hubert Hurkacz. He has reached his career high of number 8. We also have Adrian Mannarino. He ousted Ben Shelton, who was one of my top 10 power rankings, ousted him, and he makes his career high of number 17. Also, one of my favorite stories of the tournament, Nuno Borges, he makes his top 50 debut at number 47. He took out Grigor Dimitrov, which was another one on my list. He wasn't in my top 10, but he was in my honorable mentions, ones to watch. Another career highs is Fabian Marozsan. Every time I see his name, he kind of scares me because he's either nowhere to be found or he's taking down Alcaraz in straight sets. So he's at number 57 now. And also Arthur Cazot, who he took out Holger Rune, the French player, who he's so fast, so much fire in his game. I'm excited to see how he moves for the rest of this year. But yeah, he's at a career high of number 83. Okay, now the WTA side. Zheng obviously making her top 10 debut at number 7. Other career highs, we have Emily Navarro, number 23. She was kind of making movements in the tournament, wasn't able to get anywhere. Making her top 30 debut is Marta Kostyuk. She's definitely someone that has been on the radar for a while. Definitely probably looking to push into the top 10 this year. Okay, and reaching a career high of 30, we have Linda Noskova. She took out Iga Świątek. Another career high, number 35, Mirra Andreeva, playing so well this tournament. I thought she would go a bit further than she did, but she's rising. She's coming, guys. She's literally still a kid. I say we might get a slam quarterfinal or semifinal from her this year. And players making their top 100 debut, we have Brenda Fervidova, younger sister of Linda Fervidova, who's already so young. I mean, they have a lab out there in the Czech Republic, just birthing amazing tennis players, because we have 2 sisters now inside the top 100 who are kids, okay? They are so young. And also making her top 100 debut is Marta Timofeeva. She took out Wozniacki and Haddad Maia, was on a pretty good run as well. So she's now inside the top 100. Okay, I have 2 players that for me, I'm going to be keeping an eye on them this year. I want to see how they move in the rankings. I don't want to put like expectations on them. I'm going to keep an eye on them. Number 1 is Naomi Osaka. First year back on tour. Obviously, my expectations are very tempered. Her current ranking is 759. I just want to see where she ends at the end of the year. Top 100? Is that a big ask? Yes, but all she would need is 1 deep run in the tournament, like a lot of these players have had here. So she is definitely someone I'm keeping my eye on. Another person is Alex de Minaur. He was in my honorable mentions for the Australian Open, and there was for I think 1 day he was inside the top 10 during the tournament, but he's now number 11. I want to see how he builds this year. I feel like he should definitely finish the year inside the top 10. He's gotten wins over some really big players lately, most namely Novak Djokovic. So I feel like he definitely has what it takes to be a top 10 player and be firmly inside the top 10. I think he could snatch Tsitsipas' spot any day now. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on those two. Okay, final question. Do we think we're going to end with the same year on number ones? I'm not too sure. It's literally the end of the first Grand Slam. Such a faraway thought, but I'll be keeping an eye because I definitely think those spots could switch around. Let me know what you guys think of the rankings. Who do you think is going to move up? Who do you think their spot is on the line? Let me know, and I'm excited to see how things shake out for the rest of the year.